You need to let go of it all: fear, doubt, and disbelief. This is a quote from a famous movie. If you know, you know. And it's a point where this person needs to let go of their limitations and their thoughts in order to be able to do something. And other people can do it, but this person cannot do it yet. And he cannot believe that he can do it. There's all these constructs, all these limitations, all these thoughts, these stories. This is something that happens to us and it can happen to anyone, especially when we are going through something really hard. Me, like I think every human, had some really dark moments, really negative thoughts at some point for a long time. And when I was in that state, I couldn't believe that I could feel how I've been feeling the last couple of years, that I could achieve what I've achieved. If I was asked a couple of years ago if I was doing the things that I've been doing nowadays, I would say, hell no. And that's because I was practicing, I was reinforcing fear, doubt, and disbelief. So when we go through depression or anxiety or any mental issue, first of all, it's not our fault. There's no point in blaming or pointing a finger, being harsh towards ourselves, or blaming others, our parents, our family, or whatever. We need to go through it, and sometimes it takes longer than we want, but it just takes its time. It's like a flu or any other sickness. But the important thing is, when we are in these states, it's really easy if we are not present to just get these thoughts and these narratives that it's impossible, I cannot do it, I'm gonna give up, I'm not good enough. And then what starts as just a thought, as just a possibility, with reinforcement and with practice, it starts to feel like it's reality. And it's just a thought, it's not a fact, it's just a sensation. So we really need to pay attention. And when we do that, when we start to identify with these thoughts and narratives and believing that they're facts, we are just making this challenging state to last longer and to be harder than it needs to be more stressful, because we are just adding to the suffering, adding to the pain, adding to the doubt, because we are practicing fear, doubt, disbelief, and other things. And there's a reason the mind comes up with these thoughts and narratives, because let's say fear, too scared to do something. What if this person rejects me? What if I fail? What if it doesn't go the way I'm expecting it to go? So the fear it becomes a protector. Yeah, just stay here because it's safer. Don't take any risks. And then the mind starts to create narratives for you to believe in that. Same thing with doubt. Start doubting yourself, and then your mind's gonna tell you, yeah, sure, you cannot do this. Just, stay here. Don't try that. Don't reach out. Don't go to that class. Don't try to look for another job. Don't believe in yourself. And then again, what starts as just a thought becomes a fact in our perception. And all these things, they are also constrictive. We are contracting ourselves. No, we are not expanding. We are just contracting. We are keeping ourselves safe and keeping ourselves in this comfort zone. And that goes against everything in nature. Everything. There's light, there's the daylight, and there's darkness. Animals, they hunt, they prey, they rest, they just chill, they run. There's always movement and rest, balance. And we don't have to go that far if we just look at ourselves, breathing in and breathing out, in and out. The heart, it contracts and it expands all the time, every day, every moment. And sometimes we forget that and we think that we are separated from nature. And then we are just contracting or we are just expanding. We are just doing, acting, or we are just not doing and just being, staying still. And we need to find balance. And this point is really important to remember. And in the end, it comes to a really simple and really powerful word, which is humility. We need to be humble. We need to be humble to know that we are not separated from nature. Everything happens in cycles. Everything has rhythm. We cannot just contract all the time. We cannot expand all the time. And by being humble, we can also have moments of clarity, of presence, when we can think, who am I to know what's going to happen in the future? How can I be so sure that I cannot change, that I cannot feel better, that I cannot get a better job, a better relationship with others and with myself? How? If we are talking about the future, how can we be so sure about what's gonna happen or what's not gonna happen? Most of the things that we are living now, that is part of our daily lives, people back in the days could not imagine them. Now it's normal to get airplanes and to go to any place in the world, maybe even 3, 4 countries at the same day. We have internet. We can talk to anyone in the world. This video can be seen by more than half of the people habiting this planet. And imagine if everyone was just surrendering to their fear, to their doubt, and to their disbelief. All this would not be created. And be sure, these people, they doubt themselves because it's part of being human. But they were not stopped by it and they were not driven by it. They kept going. So we need to practice this. We need to let go of what's not serving us. And maybe if in the point that we are in our lives, it's too hard to believe that you can feel great, that you can have an impact on other people's lives, that you can be happy, that Sunday evening can come and you're not going to be scared because next day is Monday. If all of this is really hard for you at this moment, that's okay. Give yourself some love. Be patient. Start practicing letting go of your disbelief. Let go of these narratives that is impossible, that you cannot see things getting better, or you cannot see a solution. You cannot see a solution yet. Things are not better yet. You're not feeling in the way that you want or that you would like to yet. We have no idea what life is trying to bring to us. And then you might be asking, okay, how do I do it? How do I start? First, you need some moments of presence. That's the most important thing. Because then you can notice when these thoughts are coming, when these narratives are coming. Let's say fear comes. So it's really important to know and to remember yourself. I am not scared. I am feeling scared. I feel fear. Fear doesn't define me. It's not who I am. It's just something that I'm noticing and experiencing at this moment. It's temporary. Anxiety, I'm not anxious. I'm feeling anxiety. It's just a sensation. It's temporary. It doesn't define me. It's not who I am. Doubt. Yes, okay. There is a thought where I'm doubting myself. Fine. I'm human. That happens. But that doesn't mean that I cannot achieve things, that I cannot change. So you can just start by practicing this. When you notice these thoughts coming, remember yourself. This is just temporary. This is not who I am. You are something way bigger, way more powerful, way wiser. And believe in the possibility that things can change, things can get better. Thank you.